Wanted to share a few thoughts that I've had this morning and today, all day. Something that I've come to realize is that we are all born free. And I know that sounds so cliche, but in reality, most people don't live free. They live by other people's expectations. We're all given our name, our religions, our environment when we're born, right? We don't get to choose much of anything once we're born. But throughout life, you have to come to a point where you realize that you're free to choose. And once you get on the other side of rejection and trying to please everybody and feeling like you can't be different because you're going to lose your tribe, once you get on the other side of that, there's so much freedom and so much beauty. And even the people that don't accept your way, if you stick to your way long enough, they start getting curious. Because I think every single person that rejects your way or like doesn't agree with whatever it is you're doing, or if you like change your belief system or something, I think deep inside they're just afraid because you're challenging their reality. So of course they're gonna not accept you or maybe say certain things or act a certain way that doesn't make you feel comfortable. But I think if you're able to get through that and move forward and stick to whatever it is you want to do, make your own choices, I think those people also get inspired. And some of them might come around and even maybe have the courage to make changes in their own lives because they see that you're able to do that. And others might not, and that's okay because there's so many other people out in the world. I used to think that my world was just the environment I was raised in. It's like I couldn't even see beyond that. But once I expanded my thinking, once I expanded my horizons, moved to a new city, met others, learned new things, it's like, honestly, I have this metaphor in my mind of, or I don't know if it's a metaphor, but just this image of like a chick hatching out of its egg, where inside the egg, you feel comfortable, it's all you know, it all feels good, it sustains you. But once you get out, once that egg cracks open and you're out, you realize there's, first of all, no way you could go back. And second, there's a whole world that is now available to you. And you can choose how you want to live, how you want to be, and it's your choice. You are free. You're a free human being, and you are just free to be yourself. Also, I just thought about it, like at the end of my life, if I have any regrets, I'm gonna be the one that's experiencing those regrets. And if I have amazing memories and things to look back on that I did, the choices I've made, I'm the one that's gonna experience those, not the person that told me how I should live or what I should be doing. They're not gonna experience any of that. I'm the one. So might as well make my own choices in this life and live according to my belief systems and what feels good to me. Because at the end of the day, it's you with yourself, nobody else. And of course, we need to learn from each other. We can share wisdom, we can share input, we can listen, we can learn from other people. But at the end of the day, everything should be our choices, not influenced by our fear of rejection or trying to please everybody. It should come from the heart. At the end of the day, after you collect all the information from everybody else, if you need to, you still should be able to sit with yourself, ask yourself, is this really what I want? What do I really want? And make your life choices based on what really resonates with you and not anybody else. So, just another thought. I also think it's so important to learn to be flexible, to not be so rigid and strict and just strong, like this is the way I am and I'm not gonna budge. Because if you are like that, it is very difficult to be happy, to find joy, to let go of things. I think when you're flexible and when you let others make their choices, other people let you make your choices. And it's just easier to live, because if you think about it, you can't be the only right person. Your way is not the only way. There's so many people out in the world. There's so much variety. There's so many things. You can't fight against that. And if you do, you're just miserable, because you're constantly trying to find justification to your own way of living. And not everybody's gonna agree. Not everybody's gonna accept that. And that's okay. It's just important to be flexible, to be soft. And doesn't mean you shouldn't stay true to yourself. If there's certain things you hold dear to your heart, it doesn't mean you need to change them. But you can still let others be themselves and be different. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing bad's gonna happen to you if you do. And it also is not gonna change your belief systems or change the way you are just because you accept or allow others to be different. I also think when it comes to being friends with people that are a little bit different maybe than you, I think you can always connect on what unites you guys. And if there's something that you don't agree on or don't connect on, you don't have to talk about it. You don't have to bring it up. If you like a person, or if you like certain people or certain environments, you can take the good from that and you can stay connected on those things. It doesn't mean you need to embrace every single thing about them. And you also don't have to push them out of your life if you really enjoy being around them. Just stay connected and talk about and be around the things that you enjoy and the things that unite you. It's again going back to just being flexible, being soft, not being so black and white. I think the more black and white we are, the less joy we have in our lives, and the less we're able to experience, and the less we're able to expand and grow, because you can't grow if you're just constantly in your comfort zone and in your thing, even though it feels comfortable. And life is interesting like that. It's like there are certain things that are like strong values I have, but then there's also things that I'm like, okay, like that person chooses to be this other way. And even though at first it's like, ooh, I don't know if I agree with that, I'm learning to have the second thought, like, okay, I don't know if I agree with that, but they can do that and that's fine. And I'm not going to judge them because maybe I do certain things that they don't agree with either. And that's okay. Like, that's the beauty of it. Like, we can all coexist and accept each other and still love each other and care for each other. Because at the end of the day, if you're drowning and that person is the only one there to save you, like, you're going to want him to save you, you know what I mean? And the other way around. Like, if we can go back to the basics, that at the end of the day, we're all human beings and we all seek connection and acceptance and love, all the other stuff shouldn't even matter. Like, just let it go. Be flexible. Be soft. And at the end of the day, I think it's all about growth. It's about learning new things. And like my husband always says, if I'm not feeling embarrassed when I think back to last year even, and I just think about all the way I was, if I'm not slightly embarrassed, I'm probably not growing. I think that's the whole point, is just to live, to learn something new, to apply what you learn, to expand yourself, expand your way of thinking, shift your mindset, be open to what's out there, why people do what they do, to have this curiosity and a willingness to understand instead of judge. I think at the end of the day, if you have that mentality, you are living your purpose. And that's the purpose, I feel like, in life of every human being. It's like to grow, to develop, to evolve, to not get stuck. Because if you're stagnant, you're like a pond, like a dirty pond. You're not flowing like a river. And life gets boring that way. So keep moving forward, have fun, and question yourself, seek answers without fear, without judging yourself for your thoughts and your questions, and without judging other people either. Just be curious and excited, because life is amazing and it's so full of incredible things to discover and to learn about ourselves and about others.